Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I figured that I would kind of want to do a bit of a tag, and I was looking over some tags, and this one really I was like, oh, that sounds fun, because we're going to be doing the makeup booktube tag by katytastic. I like doing my makeup. I don't do it I probably should do it more for like work and stuff, but I like doing it for like videos, and if we're going out for anything, I really enjoy doing makeup, so figured why not. And as you can see, I'm not wearing any makeup because my face is really red right now, as it normally is. So yes, there's 10 questions, I believe, and each one of those correlate with an item of makeup. So you have like the primer, foundation, powder, all that stuff, and each one of those go with a question that relates to books. So as I'm doing my makeup with those items, I will be answering those questions. And again, I think there's just 10 of them. So yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to getting this face looking presentable for the rest of the day. So the first question correlates with primer, and the primer I'm going to be using is the, I have a problem with this. I don't know if it's NYX or I call it NYX, kind of like the goddess of night or whatever. It's the Hydra Touch Primer and Base. I like it just because it goes on so nicely, and then also it hydrates your skin, which my skin can get pretty dry right now. It's not too bad. It hydrates your skin, and it also just feels so nice and cooling when putting it on. Like, oh my gosh, like it's fantastic. Also, this is like one of my first like get ready with me's, so not that good at this. We'll see. But yes, so the first question that correlates with the primer is, what book has left a lasting impression? Sorry, reaching for my mirror. So what book has left a lasting impression on me? And I feel like I've brought up this book in all my videos so far, and that is East by Edith Pateau. I've reread it many times. And I love the sense of adventure in it, and the character, how she owns up to the mistakes that she makes, especially the big one that, you know, is the driving mistake for the entire book. And she owns up to it and goes on this huge adventure and to go correct this wrong and to make up for it for the person who ended up being hurt in the end. And just, I don't know, great book. It also has the alternating chapters, which is interesting, so you get a little bit of everybody's opinion or whatever, or like thoughts. But yes, I'm probably gonna reread it this year. I'm reading the sequel right now, West, and enjoying it. But yeah, I'll probably reread East. Sorry. I'll probably reread East this year, probably a little bit later on, just if I have spare time after my TB reads for the month. So question number 2 is foundation, and it correlates with the question of which first book of a series did you like best or like enjoyed the most. And then for the foundation I'm going to be using is the NYX or NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. For the question though, this might come of a bit of a shocker, just because I feel like I've been talking a lot about Court of Thorns and Roses, and I did thoroughly enjoy that first book a lot. I didn't think that book, I honestly, when I first read it, I didn't think there was like others in the series, because it ended in a way I didn't think it needed another, but I'm glad she did because it's great. But no, so for my top pick, I think for what first book in a series I enjoyed thoroughly would actually probably be the selection of the Selection series, just because the way that I think Kiara Cass, isn't it? Kiara? Where's my blender? There it is. She did a great job in building the world of the Selection series, and like just like all the cast system, and then the character. I freaking love the character America, what's her name? I like love what she did, like how she did with building her, and like her relationships with her family and friends. And yeah, I really enjoyed it far better than I'm enjoying the second of it. I'm having a really hard time with the second, which I think is called The Elite. Yeah, I think it's the Selection, The Elite, The One. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that first one compared to the second one right now. So question number 3 goes with concealer, which I'm going to be using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic concealer. And the question is, which character, or pick a character that you would like to get rid of or conceal. And I have 2 that come to mind instantly. And that would be, first one being Iantha, I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm not really sure. From the court of, she appears in the second book, the court of, what is it? Mist and Fury. And she just drives me insane. She makes me feel like really like bad. I don't know, like there's some characters that just make you feel like really nasty, and she just upsets me. I hate how she treats Feyre and the mind games that she plays. It really bugs me. And I hope she is killed off at some point. I really hope so. She ends up making it through the series alive. I'm gonna be really upset. And then the second one would be Cal from the Red Queen series, which kind of like, I don't know, I had to think about it a bit more, but like I really don't like him. I am 100% okay with Mare coming out at the end of this without being with him or anyone. He just, I don't know, he's just that typical like, ooh, the prince and going through some shit. I don't know. I don't like him. I hope he won't be in the end Mare's the one. I don't know. But yeah, so I would say the two characters I'd like to get rid of would be Iantha from the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and Cal, or Prince Kalor, or whatever his name is, from the Red Queen series. So the fourth question goes with powder, and surprise, I'm using NYX powder. This is the HD finishing powder, and I don't know what kind of brush. I've had this brush for a while, so don't ask me about brushes. The question is, what is your favorite last book of a series? And I honestly don't really have an answer for this. Just because I haven't really finished a series in a while, and when I thought I had finished one, the author comes out with another one. I was gonna say probably Fire from the Graceling series or the Graceling world. I read that a while ago, and I really enjoyed that book. But then she came out, and the character came out with another one. I think it's called Bitter Blue or something. And part of me wants to read it. Another half of me will be like, oh, you're just done with it. Same with the Immortal Instrument series. I read the first three, and I thought that was it. And then what does she do? She comes out with like Clockwork Reader, like a Clockwork Angel came out, I think. And I tried so hard to get into those. I struggled with the original first three Immortal Instrument books. I enjoyed the last one. I threw it across the room a couple of times. Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that one just because of right now. Like the most recent book series I finished would be the Red Queen. No, not Red Queen. Queen of Hearts trilogy, which I don't know. The ending was good. It was to be expected. There was a lot of moments in that where I was like, oh, well, I saw that coming. Like, ooh, surprise, you know? And so, I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that, but I hope you enjoyed watching me just smother my face in powder. So question number 5 goes with eyebrows, which mine aren't that great. I need to get them waxed. I plucked them a little earlier today, and I can see now that I missed quite a few, but whatever. I don't honestly do my eyebrows that often just because I wear glasses and they're big and they usually hide my eyebrows. So the question that goes with eyebrows is, what book left you shooketh? Unlike what these eyebrows are going to be. Oh, and surprise, it's a NYX product. Okay, so I would say the third book, King's Cage, yep, to the Red Queen series really left me shook. And just how it ended, I did not see that coming at all. What happened? No spoilers. But I will tell you now, you're not going to be happy. I mean, you'll enjoy it, but whatever. I don't know. It definitely left me shooketh, as this question is asking. It just, I wasn't expecting it. And I feel like so far all the books for that series, so far has really just kind of like thrown something at the end like that, and you're just like, okay, I guess. Like I honestly have no idea how it's going to end at all. I don't get it. I don't know I have no idea what I'm doing, as you can tell. I feel like if anyone who knows makeup really well is going to watch this and be like, what the hell is she doing? Anyways, but yes, I feel like any of the books in the Red Queen series honestly will leave you just being like, what the hell's gonna happen? Like, why? I have no idea how this is going to end. Like, what? Yeah, because I don't. I most certainly don't. I will hopefully, I mean, obviously I'll know at the end of, I can't open this, at the end of War Storm, which hopefully I'll be done with by the end of this month. Although I still gotta finish West. Wow, these are really dark. But at the same time, who cares? Because they're gonna be covered up by my glasses. Oh, come on, come in, come together. Come together. There we go. But yeah. End of King's Cage. Shooketh. So question number 6, it goes with eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Natural Love palette by Too Faced. This is definitely a splurge when I first got it, just because I am a sucker for the colors. And are you ready for this mess of a palette? It's messy in that mirror. But yes, I absolutely love this palette, and it goes kind of with this question because it has a lot of pinks, and oh my gosh. Oh no! We're good. It's just all over my hands. One sec. So I didn't get a paper towel and I was too lazy, so I just swatched them on the back of my hand to get them off my fingers. But yes, so I'll be using the Too Faced Natural Love palette, and it goes with this question quite well because the question is, what is your favorite like book covers based off of your favorite color? And my favorite color, I like pinks. I like different shades of pink, and this palette, like half of it is just pinks, and then you've got some purples in there too. But yes, this one was kind of hard though because I don't have any books at the moment in my collection that have like pink covers. There are 2 on my, sorry, covering my face. There are 2 on my to be read list right now, or the books I want to read, and that is Rebel Belle by Sandy Hawkins. What was it? Oh no, I'll have to put it up on the screen. I think her last name is Hawkins. I don't know if it's Sandy, because I think the other one might be Sandy. The other book would be A Little Something Different by something Hall, I believe. I don't know, I'm losing my mind. But I really look forward to reading those. I plan on I would like to read A Little Something Different for Valentine's Day, like kind of like, I don't know, for in February, just because it looks like it's I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be more of like a love story. The covers for those, which I'll put up in a little bit, or they're already up on the screen most likely. I just love the shades of pink on those, and especially Rebel Belle's. Look at that fallout. Rebel Belle, it's gorgeous, and it has gold in it, and I love pink with accents of gold. I'm a huge sucker for that. But yeah, look forward to reading those. Those covers are gorgeous. So question number 7 is, what is a book that is dark and mysterious? And to go with that would be eyeliner. I don't like putting eyeliner on that often. I rarely do. That's because it makes my eyes feel weird, which I get. The more I wear it, the more like I get used to it, but I don't like it. So instead, I'm just going to be using one of my Ulta palettes, the rose gold palette, and going in with like this little pencil brush or whatever it's called, and with a dark brown, and just kind of going in and like adding like a little darkness around. Oh yeah, I like that. I'll probably just blend that in. Anyway, so for the question is, what is a book that is dark and mysterious? And I have to say that I don't really often read like mysteries or anything like that. The closest thing I can think to that would be like dark and mysterious would be The Sight by David Clement Davies. I read that book when I was a bit younger, and I wouldn't mind rereading it. It's a good book. It has a sequel. I believe it's called Fell. And it's pretty dark. It's a pretty dark book. It follows the myth it follows a pack of wolves, a family of wolves, and like animals in this world have their own like myths and lore. I assume that's kind of what the Warrior series is like. I never read those when I was younger, but yeah, so they have their own myths and lore, and like there's this there's this like, I don't know, I compare her to maybe like a evil witch of the wolves kind of a thing. Oh, there's some fallout on my cheeks. Oh well. She's terrifying. She's terrifying. What she does and puts this poor family through, and it's a good series, but it is pretty dark. There's a lot of death in it. A lot of death. So question number 8 is for mascara, and it is, what is the longest book you have read? Or choose a long book. And the longest book I have read is Ajuran by Sherilyn Kenyon. I think it's 720 pages long. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm just really happy with how these eyes are turning out. Yeah, so it's a bit of a longer book. I read it probably within just a couple of days though, because it's so good. It's so good. It's such a good book. Honestly, it's not like I was reading all the books that come up, because I can't remember what book that is in the order of her series, but I was just like, I couldn't wait for it. And like, I even actually have Styx actually might be longer. Let me check that, because Styx it's like a couple books after Ajuran's, and I thought maybe it's longer. I haven't. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's over 1,000 pages. So never mind. I haven't read I haven't read Styx yet, but I will once I get to it. I just like buying her books a little ahead of time in case, because sometimes like Barnes & Noble doesn't have a lot of them in stock, and yeah. But yes, so far the one that I've read would be Ajuran by Sherilyn Kenyon, and I guess Styx will be the next one once I get to it, with it being over 1,000 pages. So question number 9, I'm going to be doing a little bit extra in. It's blush, and then the next question's the last question. And there's no contour or highlight, and Mama's got to do that. Just to add some warmth to this face, because heavens knows it's non-existent right now. But yeah, so question number 9, blush. And it is, what is the most cringe-worthy romance I have read? Or like that has been in a book. And this is not going to be a popular opinion, I know for a fact. And I am ready for whatever backlash you got for me, or we can talk about it if you want. But to put it out there, I have not read all of the books. I'm not up to date with the Immortal Instruments series at all. I've only read the first 3 because at the time when I was in high school, that was it. That was all that she had out. And then eventually when I was in college, she released A Clockwork Angel or whatever. Tried reading that. I couldn't stand it. Primarily for the other reason why I have not read any more of hers. And that is the romance with, like, I guess the love triangle with Clary, Jace, and Simon. Primarily Jace. Jace drives me insane. He bugs me. I hated how the boys treated Clary, because like, it's funny because a lot of time, a lot of the main characters in like shows of their girls drive me insane and just bug me. And I just kept feeling so bad for Clary the entire time. Also, my headband's falling off. But I felt so bad for her. I was like, these guys are assholes. Like, they're just like, oh, you did this. And she's like, it was more like, you just came in, I don't know. They just kept blaming her for stuff. And she's just trying to find her mom, you know, like she's just trying to do her thing. And it just drove me insane. And when they did try making the romance work, it was just cringy, especially freaking Jace, just so cringy. And I think Simon now has something else going on with like Isabella or whatever her name is. But yeah, no, yeah, I know it's not a popular opinion, but I cannot stand that romance in that book. I can't really think of any others that would necessarily like, or were cringy. Oh, the Match series, which I think the second one's right there. Oh no, it's the first one. No, it's the second. as a second, which I don't intend on finishing. I just don't intend on it. Yeah, its romance was a little cringy as well. The main character, again, nothing against her. But the boys just need to calm it down. They're just, I don't know, like, and every little thing that happened was her fault, and it's not, like, it's kind of your guys' fault, and just, I don't know. I don't intend on finishing the Match series. Probably gonna give that book away, or DI it, send it to the thrift store, because yeah, I'm not gonna finish it. So the last question is, what is my favorite book kiss? And it goes with, of course, lipstick. I'm going to be using NYX Liquid Suede in color Brooklyn Thorn. I like this color a lot. I was gonna do some lip scents, but that takes too long to get on, and I don't feel like waiting for that. But so to go with the question, I think my favorite kiss. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I can't really talk while putting this on, huh? So my favorite kiss would probably be from the Acheron book I mentioned before as the longest one I've read. And I probably should talk after I put this on. That's as good as it's gonna get. So it's gonna be Acheron and Tori. Spoiler. Spoilers! Acheron and Tori from Acheron's book in Sherilyn Kenyon's Dark Hunter series. And that kiss was a long time coming. I'm gonna look a little weird while I talk, because I'm gonna do this after I finish talking. That kiss was a long time coming. That book, as I've already talked about, is super long, and it just, Acheron deserved it, and so did Tori, but mainly Acheron. He deserved to get some romance and finally find somebody. For being 10,000 years old, he needed it. And so it was nice. I think I like it. My favorite, I guess, is just because it was long time coming, and I was super happy for the characters, because it's like, oh yeah, you finally like realize, oh yeah, like, I love you, kind of a thing, and I deserve love too. And I was like, good for you guys. So yeah, I'd have to say that finally when Acheron and Tori finally like kiss and like realize that they're meant to be, sort of a deal. So those were the 10 questions to the Makeup Book 2 tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this turned out okay. I like to think so. In the mirror it looked fine, but you know how cameras are. So thank you for watching, and please comment and subscribe, like, all that jazz if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. So I'm going to be using the Natural Love by Too Faced. And then the question is, what the...
I love you, baby.
By the way, if you want to send a reply, just let me know.
Hey Google, stop. What the fuck just happened?